silver light is leaning on the eaves, a secret whisper through the autumn leaves. I see the world in colors you define, a different rhythm but a match design. You take the sky and I will take the ground, but in the silence we're the only sound. Oh, we're birds of a feather, circling the blue. I don't know where I'm going if I'm not with you. Through the changing of weather and the pull of the tide, we're two of a kind with nowhere to hide. Weightless and wild, whatever we do, I'm just a wing beat away from you. A wing beat away from you. The migration is a long and lonely road, but you're the gravity that lightens up the load. When the clouds are heavy and the air is cold, we've got a story that has never been told. We don't need a map, we don't need a sign, as long as your shadow is falling in mine. They say that nothing gold can ever stay, that even the strongest will drift away. But we've got a hollow in the tallest pine, where the stars and the branches all intertwine. Let the world keep spinning, let the seasons fly. We own the distance, we own the sky. Oh, we're birds of a feather, circling the blue. I don't know where I'm going if I'm not with you. Through the changing of weather and the pull of the tide, we're two of a kind with nowhere to hide. Weightless and wild, whatever we do, I'm just a wing beat away from you. Just a wing beat away. In the gold and the gray, same heart, same flight. Sleep well tonight. Birds of a feather, always together. The coffee's still steaming, the clock's on the wall is leaning toward leaving, but I haven't heard the call. You're looking for keys and you're checking your hair, but the light is just right on the way that you're standing there. The world is impatient, it's pulling the door, but I'm not quite ready to give you to the day anymore. Give me just a couple minutes, let the engine wait, let the morning be lonely, let the city be late. I just wanna hold the quiet before it all breaks, to memorize the softness of the breath that you take. The sun's gonna climb and the gears are gonna spin, but give me a couple coat's on your shoulder, your hands on the knob. The street is starting to wake with a restless throb. But there's a gap in the static, a stitch in the time where the air is still easy and your hand is in mine. Everything's moving at 100 miles an hour, but right here in the hallway, we've got all the power. The seconds are diamonds when they're spent on you. A slow motion miracle we're passing through. Don't say I'm going, just stay where you are. The driveway is long and the office is far. Give me just a couple minutes, let the engine wait, let the morning be lonely, let the city be late. I just wanna hold the quiet before it all breaks, to memorize the softness of the breath that you take. The sun's gonna climb and the gears are gonna spin, but give me a couple minutes. Let's not let the world in. Just a couple minutes, what's a little more time? The world can wait outside the gate as long as you are mine. Just a couple minutes, stay safe. The monitor flickers in the room gone cold, a digital story that's never been told. I'm digging through folders and lines of the code to find where the spark of your memory flowed. A fragment of data, a timestamp in June, a flickering cursor that's out of tune. You're gone from the doorway, you're gone from the hall, but I see your ghost on the firewall. You're the ghost in the cache, the slip in the stream, pixelated whisper, a light speed dream. I'm refreshing the page just to feel you near. In the ones and the zeros, you're still right here. A lingering signal that refuses to die. Deep in the heart where the secrets lie. The registry's heavy with things we once said. I'm tracing the pathways where logic has led. An old search history, a half-finished mail. The scent of your presence is starting to pale, but then there's a glitch, a familiar spark, a window that opens out of the dark. You're saved in the shadows, you're stored in the drive. In a world made of glass, you're still alive. They say clear the history, wipe the machine to make the whole system look polished and clean. But how can I delete what I still need to find? The backup of us that you left behind. You're the ghost in the cache, the slip in the streamer, pixelated whisper, a light speed dream. I'm refreshing the page just to feel you near. In the ones and the zeros, you're still right here. A lingering signal that refuses to die. Deep chasing after voices that I used to know. The dial is a desert, just a hollow hum, waiting for the melody to finally come. I catch a silver ending of a song we used to sing, but it's tangled in the wire, a broken wing thing. The needle searching restless through the 401, trying to find the frequency of what we've done. It's just static on the radio, white noise in the rain, 1,000 miles of distance and a ghost of a refrain. I'm reaching for the signal, but it's slipping through the air. I know you're on the airwaves, but I can't quite find you there. Just a crackle in the speaker, a blur in the night, between the heavy silence and the morning light. Yeah, the morning light. The dashboard is glowing with a pale blue light, a lonely navigator in the dead of the night. I remember when the signal was clear and it was loud before we got lost in the thickness of the cloud. Now it's jumpy and it's jagged, it's a stutter in the beat, like the flicker of the lamps on a rainy city street. I'm tuning out the nothing, I'm leaning in close to hear the part of you that I miss the most. Is it the mountains? Is it the storms? Or just the way a memory loses its forms? I'm turning up the volume till the speakers start to cry, but it's just the sound of stars falling out of the sky. It's just static on the radio, white noise in the rain, 1,000 miles of distance and a ghost of a refrain. I'm reaching for the signal, but it's slipping through the air. I know you're on the airwaves, but I can't quite find you there. Just a crackle in the speaker, a blur in the night, between the heavy silence and the morning light. Coming in fade, lost in the haze, I'm still listening through the static of the days. Can you hear me? The blue light is bleeding through the cracks in my grip. A sentence is waiting on the edge of a lip. The cursor is blinking like a heart out of time, trying to reason, trying to rhyme. I type out I miss you, then I watch the backspace slowly erasing the ghost of your face. The ceiling is heavy, the shadows are deep, and I'm holding the secrets I promised to keep. They're just unsent messages at 2 a.m. The how have you been and the not again. I build up the courage, I get to the end, then I swallow the words that I'll never send. They're hanging in limbo, they're drifting in flight. The letters I owe to the dead of the night. Just a thumb on the button, a ghost on the screen, telling you everything I didn't mean. I wrote about the song that played in the car, and how it feels like you're light years and inches too far. I told you I'm sorry for the things that I said, but I keep them in drafts and I leave them unread. It's safer in silicone, it's better in code than adding more weight to the spend in the road. The delivered is scary, the scene is a sting, so I stay in the silence that the 2 a.m.s bring. If I hit the arrow, would the world start to shake? Would it fix every promise we managed to break? Or is it just static, a shout in the dark, a cold little ember that's missing its spark? They're just unsent messages at 2 a.m. The how have you been and the not again. I build up the courage, I get to the end, then I swallow the words that I'll never send. They're hanging in limbo, they're drifting in flight. The letters I owe to the dead of the night. Just a thumb on the button, a ghost on the screen, telling you everything I didn't mean. Delete the I love you, discard the come home. Just me and the battery, left all alone. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next year, I'll say what I'm typing, but not while you're here. The hostess gives a sympathetic smile, like I've been walking for a lonely mile. She grabs 2 menus and she sees my face and puts one back in its wooden place. The restaurant is humming a soft candle glow, but I'm the only one here who's moving slow. I tuck my napkin on a vacant knee in the crowded room of them, in the quiet space of me. It's a table for one under yellow light. No one to argue, no one to fight, but the silence is heavy where your laughter should lean. In the empty chair, in the space in between, I'm savoring the salt and the bitter wine, learning how to be just fine at a table for one. At the end of the line, the couple beside me is sharing a plate. There are whispered secrets in a first-time date. I remember when we were that blurry reflection, the effortless heat of a perfect connection. Now I'm reading the label on the back of the sauce, calculating the game, measuring the loss. I don't have to talk, I don't have to try, but it's hard to ignore the goodbye in my eye. There's a freedom in it, or so I've been told, to not have a hand that you're forced to hold. But but the bread is too much and the water's too cold, and the story of us is getting quite old. It's a table for one under yellow light, no one to argue, no one to fight, but the silence is heavy where your laughter should lean, in the empty chair, in the space in between. I'm savoring the salt and the bitter wine, learning how to be just fine at a table for one, at the end of the line. Check please, I'm ready to go out to the street where the cold winds blow. Still just one shadow under the moon, but I'll get used to the quiet soon. Table for one, table for one. The skyline is fading in the rearview mirror. The dust on the dashboard is making things clearer. I've chased every neon and hollow-eyed street, looking for something to make me complete. But the further I went, the less I could find of the girl with the ribbons I left far behind. Now the engine is humming a steady old tune under the watch of a high silver moon, and I'm running home like a river to the sea, back to the porch light that's waiting for me. I'm shedding the miles and the weight of the pride, with the wind in my back and the truth on my side. No more wandering, no more alone. I'm finally running home. The pavement is turning to gravel and clay. The smell of the cedar is leading the way. I remember the cracks in the old kitchen tile, and the way that the garden goes on for a mile. I thought I was brave just for hopping the gate, but I'm braver for knowing it's never too late to turn this old Chevy around in the lane and wash off the city in the soft summer rain. The mountains are rising like walls made of sleep, guarding the secrets that I used to keep. I'm out of the static, I'm out of the race. I just wanna look at a familiar face, and I'm running home like a river to the sea, back to the porch light that's waiting for me. I'm shedding the miles and the weight of the pride, with the wind in my back and the truth on my side. No more wandering, no more alone. I'm finally running home. I see the oak tree, I see the yesterday. I'm cataloging memories and throwing things away. I got the sweater that you left, the books you never read, and all the heavy might have beens still dancing in my head. I've memorized your handwriting, the way you take your tea, but there's one jagged little piece that won't let go of me. It wasn't in the I love you or the way you walked away. It wasn't in the bitter things we both felt forced to say. It's just the echo in the dark, the part I can't reclaim, the rhythm and the melody of the way you said my name, like it was a secret only you were meant to keep, a soft and steady promise that was buried way too deep. I hear it in the grocery store when the wind gets high. A stranger calls to someone else and catches my sharp eye, but they don't hit the vowels right, they don't linger on the L, they don't wrap it in that gravity I used to know so well. To them it's just a label, a collection of some sounds, but you made it a sanctuary where I was always found. Now it's just a word again, a shape inside my mouth, like a bird that's lost its compass and is heading for the south. I've tried to say it to myself, to reclaim the broken parts, but there's no ghost of your reflection in this hollow of my heart. It wasn't in the I love you or the way you walked away. It wasn't in the bitter things we both felt forced to say. It's just the echo in the dark, the part I can't reclaim, the rhythm and the melody of the way you said my name, like it was a secret only you were meant to keep, a soft and steady promise that was buried way too deep. Say it once more in my sleep, a melody I'm trying to keep, the way you said it, just the way you said it. Now the silence is the only thing that's left. The cursor hovered for a second or two over a folder filled with nothing but you. 3,000 photos in a video clip, 1,000 nights held in a microchip. I remember the sun on that beach in July. Now it's just a ghost in a digital sky. I took a deep breath and I closed my eyes to cut the connection in the copper ties. I hit select all and I let it go. The high-speed heart and the steady glow, from the cloud to the trash to the empty It's a clean slate now, a cold blue trust, but it's heavy, the silence of deleting us. The text thread was miles of goodnight, and I'm here now. It's just a name that I don't wanna see near. The algorithm's confused, it still thinks you're mine, suggesting your smile at the top of the line. But one by one, I'm clearing the cache, turning our highlights to digital ash. It's funny how easy your life can be gone when you click a button and just move on. The phone is so light, but my chest is so tight, wiping the ghosts out of the dead of the night. Does the hardware feel lighter without all that weight? Or is it just me standing at the gate? I hit select all and I let it go. The high-speed hearting and the steady glow, from the cloud to the trash to the empty space. I'm scrubbing the pixels of your beautiful face. No more reminders, no more this day last year, making the history finally disappear. It's a clean slate now, a cold blue trust, but it's heavy, the silence of deleting us. Emptying the bin, permanently. Now the screen is dark and the room is neat. No more us, just a little more room, in the hollow of the glow, in the quiet of the gloom. Deleted. The nest is sleeping on the river splay, winding through the heather and the stones of grey. I'm walking where the copper and the barley meet, with the ghost of the mountain underneath my feet. The air is thick with peat and the scent of the pine, the slow motion rhythm and a steady line. I've come to the valley to lose what I know, where the water runs deep and the centuries flow. In the heart of this Bayside, where the spirit is cold, there's a fire in the glass for the stories untold. Let the world go frantic, let the seasons turn, while the oak and the ember have a lesson to learn. It takes time to be quiet, it takes years to be wise. Underneath the weight of those highland skies, the dunnage is cool and the shadows are long. The clock on the wall is a soft, steady song. There's a grace in the waiting, a strength in the still, as the rain washed the color from the side of the hill. I'm pouring a measure of the then and the now, wiping the city from the lines of my brow. You can't rush the river, you can't hurry the grain. Some things only bloom in the mist and the rain. The bridge of Craig and Lashes holding the light, a silver arch promise in the face of the night. Everything beautiful takes a little bit of time. The mountain, the water, the reason, the rhyme. In the heart of the space side, where the spirit is bold, there's a fire in the glass for the stories untold. Let the world go frantic, let the seasons space side, space side. Slow down the heartbeat, let the river run through. In the valley of space, I'm beginning anew. Just the mist and the barley, and a spirit so true. Space the mist is sweeping, the mist and mist, the mist and the heartbeat. Slow down the heartbeat, slow down the heartbeat, slow down the heartbeat. And the spirit's so true. The mist is sleeping, the mist is sleep side, space side, space side. The mist is space side, space side, space side. The mist is sleeping, the mist is space side, space side. The mist is sleeping, the mist is sleeping. Space side, space. The mist is sleeping. The mist is sleeping. The mist is sleeping. The mist is sleeping. In the mist, in the mist. Space side, space side. The mist is sleep side. The mist is sleeping. The refrigerator hums a low G note while I'm wrapped up in your oversized coat. The linoleum is cold beneath my feet, and the moon is a slice of silver on the street. I'm staring at the crumbs of a day gone by underneath the fluorescent buzzing sky. The toaster's cold and the kettle is still, but the thoughts are climbing up the windowsill. It's midnight in the kitchen, the world's gone soft, with the shadows dancing in the space aloft. Just the ticking of the clock and the drip of the sink, a little bit of room to finally think. In the blue glow light of the oven door, I don't have to be anything anymore. Just a ghost in the pantry, a heart on the sleeve, in the quietest hour before I have to leave. I'm tracing the patterns in the granite stone. It's a different kind of peace when you're all alone. No phones are ringing, no voices to please, just the sound of the wind through the garden trees. I could make some tea, I could sweep the floor, but I'm just leaning there against the pantry door, watching the shadows of the magnets crawl like a silent movie on the yellow wall. Between the dinner dishes and the morning light, there's a secret kingdom in the middle of the night, where the coffee pot is a silent king, and the silence is the only song I need to sing. It's midnight in the kitchen, the world's gone soft, with the shadows dancing in the space aloft. Just the ticking of the clock and the drip of the sink, a little bit of room to finally think. In the blue glow light of the oven door, I don't have to be anything anymore. Just a ghost in the pantry, a heart on a sleeve, in the quietest hour before I have to leave. Put the spoon away, turn the light down low, back to the hallway, nice and slow. The house is breathing and I'm okay. Midnight in the kitchen, let the world stay away. The brushes are dry and the easel is bare. I'm breathing the scent of the turpentine air. I've been painting a portrait of us for so long, getting the light and the shadows all wrong. I kept adding layers to cover the cracks, tracing the footprints and following tracks. But the canvas is heavy, the colors are blurred, and I'm losing the meaning of every word. It's the art of letting go, the hardest stroke to make, knowing which promise you're allowed to break. It's not in the fire or the tearing of pages, it's a quiet release that happens in stages. Laying the palette down on the floor and walking away through the open door. It's a masterpiece made of the things we don't show. That's the beauty of the art of letting go. Sketches I kept in the drawer, the blueprints of futures we don't need anymore. more. There's a grace in the empty, a light in the white, like the first wash of morning at the end of the night. I used to think holding was how you stay brave, like trying to capture a saltwater wave. But the tighter the grip, the more that it slips until there is nothing but dust on my lips. It's not a defeat, it's not a goodbye, it's just letting the birds have the rest of the sky. It's washing the stains from the tips of my hands and leaving the castle to melt in the sands. It's the art of letting go, the hardest stroke to make, knowing which promise you're allowed to break it. It's not in the fire or the tearing of pages, it's a quiet release that happens in stages. Laying the palette down on the floor and walking away through the open door. It's a masterpiece made of the things we don't show. That's the beauty, art the letting it go. Step back from the frame, let the image fade. Blessing the mess and the choices we made. Just a blank space now and a steady breath. The art of letting go. The curtains are heavy, the sun is a lie, just a pale imitation of a summertime sky. I'm sitting in the corner with my chin on my knees, looking for a flicker in the deep winter freeze. A square of artificial morning on the desk to pull me from the shadows and the statuesque. I'm bathing in the neon, I'm soaking in the cold, trying to find the courage that I used to hold. Oh, give me that blue light therapy, wash away the gray. I'm waiting for the chemicals to lead me to the day. It's a digital sunrise, a high voltage glow to melt all the iron and the heavy-hearted snow. Wake up the mirror, wake up the ghost in the hour of the morning that I hate the most. I'm just a hollow vessel trying to be free in the electric hum of the blue light therapy. 10,000 lux just to feel like a person before the static starts to deepen and worsen. I'm counting down the minutes while the timer ticks by with a synthetic horizon in the corner of my eye. They say it tricks the brain into thinking it's June while the world is still humming the midwinter tune. But my skin is still translucent and my heart is still slow, even in the middle of this ultraviolet show. Is it working? Is the mercury rising, or am I just sitting here daydreaming, disguising? The windows are frosted, the garden is dead, but the sky is wide open inside of my head. Oh, give me that blue light therapy, wash away the gray. I'm waiting for the chemicals to lead me to the day. It's a digital sunrise, a high voltage glow to melt all the iron and the heavy-hearted snow. Wake up the mirror, wake up the ghost in the hour of the morning that I hate the most. of the blue light therapy. Power down, back to the dim. The light is fading over the rim. Wait for the real sun, wait for the gold. But until then, keep me from the cold. Keep me from the cold. The dust is dancing in a corridor of gold. The kettle's whistling a story that's old. The news is on the doorstep, wrapped in a tide. But I'm just watching the clouds drift by. No heavy engines, no hammers on the street. Just the soft, slow rhythm of the heart's steady beat. The world has hit the pause and the bells haven't rung. And all the hardest words are staying unsung. It's that Sunday morning silence, deep as a well. Before the city starts its buying itself. It's a sanctuary built of a pillow and a sheet, where the dreams and the daylight finally meet. I'm drinking in the quiet, I'm taking my time in the holy little space of life without rhyme. Just a Sunday morning silence, and I'm doing just fine. The shadows alone on the hardwood floor. There's no one knocking at the painted front door. I've got a book that I haven't even opened yet, and a dozen little things I'm allowed to forget. The coffee's getting cooler, but I don't really care. There's a vintage kind of magic in the stagnant air. I'm not chasing a ghost, I'm not running in a race. I'm just a witness to the light on my face. Tomorrow is a mountain, tomorrow is a roar, but today is just the tide pulling back from the shore. Let the telephone ring, let the messages wait. The universe is closed at the garden gate. It's that Sunday morning silence, deep as a well. Before the city starts its buying itself. It's a sanctuary built of a pillow and a sheet, where the dreams and the daylight finally meet. I'm drinking in the quiet, I'm taking my time in the holy little space of a life without rhyme. Just a Sunday morning silence, and I'm doing just fine. Don't wake the house, don't stir the air. Just a peaceful kind of nothing everywhere. Stay in the stillness, stay in the light. The Sunday morning silence is holding me tight. The strawberries are softening in the ceramic bowl, a metaphor for the bruises on a weary soul. I bought them for a Sunday that never quite arrived. A little burst of sweetness that barely survived. The milk is turning sour, the bread is getting dry, like the see you laters that were actually goodbye. We stalked the shelves with promises and jars of someday, but the expiration dates are always ticking away. They're just whispered perishables, fragile and thin, the I'm sorry's that we never let begin. Like a peach in the window, a rose in the glass, watching the shadows and the seasons pass. We hold them too tightly, or we leave them too long, until the nectar is bitter and the scent is all wrong. Handle with care before they're all gone, the whispered perishables of the breaking dawn. The flowers on the table are dropping their heads, leaving little velvet tears on the unmade beds. I should have said I loved you while the bloom was still bright, instead of waiting for the middle of a lonely night. Now the edges are curling, the color is pale, a delicate beauty that was destined to fail. You can't freeze a feeling, you can't bottle the spark. Once the rod starts moving through the quiet and the dark. Eat the fruit while it's heavy, drink the wine while it's red. Don't save the best words for when they're already dead. The cupboard is a graveyard of the almost and soon, under the cold light of a waning moon. They're just whispered perishables, fragile and thin, the I'm sorry's that we never let begin. Like a peach in the window, a rose in the glass, watching the shadows and the seasons pass. We hold them too tightly, or we leave them too long, until the nectar is bitter and the scent is all wrong. Handle with care before they're all gone, the whispered perishables of the breaking dawn. Nothing stays fresh, nothing stays sweet, just a pile of rhymes at the edge of the street. I should have told you, I should have known. The whispered perishables are seeds never sown. I've been honey, I've been darling, I've been ours. I've been a shadow in the garden of your powers. I wore your favorite colors and I learned your favorite songs, until I couldn't tell you where the me and us belongs. The mailbox has a label that's been faded by the rain, and for a moment looking at it felt like sudden pain. I had to save the letter, so I had to trace the ink to remember who was standing at the edges of the sink. Now I'm learning my own name again, syllable by soul, picking up the fragments to finally be whole. It's a string instead of music, a bell I haven't rung, the oldest, newest melody that's ever been sung. I'm introduced to the stranger in the mirror on the wall, and I'm standing up straight or I'm standing up tall. It's a long way back from where I've been, but I'm learning my own name again. I'm buying different coffee and I'm sleeping on the right. I'm keeping all the windows open through the middle of the night. The silence used to scare me like a room without a floor, but now it's just the sound of me not hiding anymore. There's a power in the vowels, there's a secret in the M. I'm not a footnote or a fragment or a them. I'm a sentence, I'm a story, I'm a mountain, I'm a sea. And I'm finally reacquainted with the girl I used to be. It sounds like a prayer, it sounds like a shout. It's the fire in the center that they couldn't put out. I'm writing it in the steam on the glass, watching the ghosts of the other me pass. Now I'm burning my own name again, syllable by syllable, picking up the fragments to finally be whole. It's a strange and steady music, a bell I haven't rung, the oldest, newest melody that's ever been sung. I'm introduced to the stranger in the mirror on the wall, and I'm standing up straighter, I'm standing up tall. It's a long way back from where I've been, but I'm learning my own name again. Say it once, say it loud. There's a silver lining in every cloud. Your name, your name, your name, your name. Yeah, that's who I am. Your name, say it once, say it loud. There's a silver lining in every cloud. Your name, say it once. Your name, say it loud. Your name, say it once. Yeah, that's who I am. Your name, say it once. I've opened every window to the February chill, but the ghost of your cologne is lingering there still. It's hiding in the curtains and the sweaters in the hall, a silent, fragrant witness to the writing on the wall. I've scrubbed the wooden floors and I've changed the linen sheets, but the memory of us is a scent that never retreats. It's the cedar and the citrus, it's the rain upon the coat, a bittersweet reminder that is stuck inside my throat. The lease is nearly over and the boxes line the floor, but I'm breathing in the you that isn't living here anymore. It's a haunting in the hallway, a shadow in the air. The apartment still smells like you're standing right there, in the kitchen, in the bedroom, in the light of the afternoon. The traces of a life that ended way too soon. I've tried to wash the atmosphere, I've tried to start anew, but the apartment still smells like you. I bought a bag of sage and some candles made of pine to drown out the tobacco and the traces of the wine. But as soon as the smoke clears and the flickering goes out, the sense of your presence is the only thing I doubt. It's the vanilla on your skin and the salt upon your breath, a lingering devotion that is defying its own debt. I can pack away the records and the pictures in the frame, but the air is still vibrating with the echo of your name. Is it in the drywall? Is it in the dust? Or is it just the way a heart begins to rust? I'm a prisoner of a perfume that I used to find so sweet. Now it's just the smell of a beautiful defeat. The lease is nearly over and the boxes line the floor, but I'm breathing in the you that isn't living here anymore. It's a haunting in the hallway, a shadow in the air. The apartment still smells like you're standing right there. In the kitchen, in the bedroom, in the light of the afternoon, the traces of a life that ended way too soon. I've tried to wash the atmosphere, I've tried to start anew, but the apartment still smells like you. Close the door, turn the key, leave the scent for the next one to see. Maybe they'll find it, maybe it'll stay. The smell of a love that didn't go away still smells like you. Still smells like you. The weight on my chest was a mountain of stone, a heavy set rhythm I carried alone. I was counting the seconds, just marking the time in a life that was reason but never a rhyme. I had my eyes on the pavement, my hands in a fist, living a life in a charcoal gray mist. But the fever is breaking, the pressure is gone, like a shadow that dissolves in the heat of the dawn. And I'm finally breathing deep and so wide, like the pull of the moon on a high-reaching tide. The air's getting colder, but the light's getting clear. I'm washing the static right out of my ear. No more holding it in, no more wait and see. Just the rush of the oxygen setting me free. Yeah, I'm finally breathing, and it's good to be me. I've unclenched my jaw and I've let down my guard. The concrete is soft where it used to be hard. I'm noticing colors I haven't seen yet, the copper of sun and the violet sunset. It's not that the world stopped spinning or noise, it's just that I finally found my own poise. The cage door is open, the lock has been turned, and I'm using the lessons that I finally learned. Inhale the future, exhale the ghost of the version of me that I hated the most. It's a simple mechanics, a lung-driven grace, a brand new expression on a familiar face. And I'm finally breathing deep and just a steady rhythm, just a simple life, cutting through the tension like a silver knife. I'm breathing, I'm here. The floorboards are humming a song they forgot, of the winter we stayed and the battles we fought. I'm leaning my head on the cold plaster skin of a house that is tired of letting us in. The portraits are gone, just the squares on the wall where the shadows of forever used to stand tall. I'm walking the length of the long narrow floor, listening for footsteps that don't come anymore. They're just echoes in the hallway, whispers in the wood. The I should have stayed and the I wish I could. The sound of a door that I didn't quite close, and the ghost of a secret that everyone knows. It's a hollow vibration, a skip in the beat, the restless return of a steady retreat. Just the echoes in the hallway, calling me back to my feet. Bounced off the glass and the way that the light made the afternoons pass. Now the dust is a blanket, the silence is deep, and the promises made are the ones I can't keep. Every hello is trapped in the crown of the mold, and every I'm sorry is getting quite old. I'm chasing a signal that's faded to gray in a corridor built out of yesterday. Is it the wind? Is it the settling beams, or just the debris of 1,000 old dreams? I'm turning the handle, I'm walking away, but the walls have a memory of everything we say. They're just echoes in the hallway, whispers in the wood. The I should have stayed and the I wish I could. The sound of a door that I didn't quite close, and the ghost of a secret that everyone knows. It's a hollow vibration, a skip in the beat, the restless return of a steady retreat. Just the echoes in the hallway, calling me back to my feet. Listen close, can you hear the goodbye? It's hanging like smoke in a midwinter sky. Just an echo, just the sound of a life that is no longer found. Dishes are soaking in a lukewarm sea, and the mail is a mountain of not yet to me. I've got a list of the things I should mend and a dozen old messages I ought to send, but the light on the curtain is honey and slow, and the motivation has nowhere to go. I'm perfectly tangled in the sheets and the shade, watching the plans that I haven't quite made. Or maybe tomorrow I'll conquer the hill, I'll find all the courage and find all the will. I'll answer the phone and I'll open the door and be the person I was once before. But today is a circle, a soft-spoken grace, a little bit of nothing in a high-speed place. The world can keep spinning, it's a borrow and borrow, but I'm saving the doing for maybe tomorrow. There's a pair of running shoes gathering dust, and a bicycle chain with a freckle of rust. I said I'd start over when the timing was right, when the stars and the seasons all fell into sight. But right now the silence is a beautiful thing, and I'm not quite ready for the tension to spring. So I'll turn on the kettle and I'll stare at the wall and let the big everything wait in the hall. Is it a failure or just a delay? A temporary truce with the heat of the day. The calendar's bleeding with boxes and ink, but I just need a minute to finally think. Oh, maybe tomorrow I'll conquer the hill, I'll find all the courage and find all the will. I'll answer the phone and I'll open the door and be the person I was once before. But today is a circle, a soft-spoken grace, a little bit of nothing in a high-speed place. The world can keep spinning, it's a borrow and borrow, but I'm saving the doing for maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's a giant, today is a friend, a quiet beginning with no real end. Let the sun set, let the moon